as an let me rephrase. As an independent artist, you have some free way to say anything you like necessarily,
Right,
and
right.
you can take the consequences yourself. But as you elevate and you become a necessarily like a product, if you sign, how do you manage, or how would you manage standing on moral, something that you believe in, versus doing something that is required of you as your profession? How do you find the balance, and how do you navigate that particular situation, if that makes sense?
Yeah, it does. And like you said, I am still an independent artist, so it's not like I have a major record label behind me kind of pressuring me into certain things.
Yeah.
And the big thing to me is you mentioned that legacy word earlier, and that's part of legacy to me. I could go with the trends or what's trendy or what's kind of the popular thing to do or the popular thoughts,
Mhm.
but I don't think that's going to really give me the lasting legacy that at least I want. So in order to achieve that, I gotta stand my ground and stick to what's, like I said, me and what I believe in, or else it's not going to leave behind the legacy that I'm really trying to leave behind. And I try not to be all the way that way either, because I do embrace some of the new things going on and some of the new sounds because I'm still inspired by things. So, like, kind of just recently, at least here in New York, one of the things that's been going on is they got, like they call it sexy drill now. They've had all these different variations of drill music and stuff like that. I
Right.
just hopped on a song recently with a friend of mine, another artist. His name is Bugatti, and we just did one of those kind of records. And that's not something that traditionally might not be something I always would have done, but it's
Yeah.
something I still like it. The beats, I love those style of beats, and I hopped on the record because I loved it, and I was able to still put my own spin on it.
Yeah.
So that I would say that way, bro. I just, at least musically, I try to still take inspiration from what's going on now and just apply it to myself in the ways that relate to me and put my own spin on it. Work ethic number one, because you, in order to progress, it's like anything else. You have to show up every day. It takes practice. You know what I mean? You got to work on something to get there.